This is the story of when my sister was kidnapped by human traffickers. My younger sister Tabitha was studying in Europe at the time. She was so annoying when we were kids, but now that we were both older, she was actually pretty fun to hang out with. Whenever she visited, she'd usually stay at my condo for the weekend and we'd go out. One Friday during the Christmas holidays, she came by with her new boyfriend, Justin. Right away, I was a little off-put by this guy. When I introduced myself and reached out to shake his hand, I swear, he thought I was challenging him to an arm wrestling match. You know exactly who I'm talking about. This should have been a red flag, but I gave him the benefit of the doubt. Anyways, we head out to this bar called Track and Recreation. We went there often because it had a lot of activities like air hockey and cornhole. We arrive and everyone is already having drinks and socializing. Something hits me in the shoulder. I turn around, it's Justin.
Me and you got next, bro.
He points at the air hockey table. I'm conflicted because I really do not want to hang out with this guy, so I look to Tabitha for an escape.
You two boys have fun. I'll go get us some drinks.
Damn it, Tabitha. How are you gonna do me like that? Fine. I guess the idea of beating this douchebag at something does seem quite satisfying. Justin and I head over to the air hockey table.
You ain't got no chance, bro. I almost went pro in senior year.
At air hockey?
No, what the NHL, bro.
So what does that have to do with air hockey?
Cuz, bro, hockey is life.
Okay there.
Yo, do you have any change? Cause,
Yeah, it's fine. I head over to put some change into the table slot. I glance over at the bar and notice that Tabitha is busy chatting with a woman. Maybe in her 30s. The bartender serves them shots. The lady pays in cash. I assume that Tabitha's made a friend. Me and Justin proceed to duke it out in a game up to 7. He scores, I score. He scores, I score. We end up tied 6-6. He starts. As he pulls out the puck and attempts some gimmick, he accidentally scores on himself.
oh, that didn't count.
Sucks to suck. While Justin's busy acting like a sore loser, I realize that quite some time has passed and Tabitha still wasn't back. I look over at the bar and she was still there with the same lady, still drinking. I mean, it isn't anything out of the ordinary for Tabitha to finesse free drinks at the bar, but even for her, this is excessive. Based on her wobbly stance and obnoxious laughter, I assume she's drunk.
Come on, bro. You got lucky. Rematch.
Hold on. I walk over to Tabitha. Yo.
Oh hey, meet my new friend.
Hi. The woman nods at me, but doesn't say anything.
Friend, meet my brother.
You good?
Oh yeah, I'm going out for a smoke. You boys play another round.
You sure? Right then and there, I felt that something was wrong, but I convinced myself that I'm just being paranoid and overprotective. Plus, I really want to shut this Justin guy up for good, so I head back to the table for a rematch. In the second game, we got stuck in a 5-5 tie. Neither Justin or I could score, and the match dragged on. Tabitha had been outside for quite a while, and I was getting worried. At some point, I decided to let Justin score on me twice just to finish the game. Obviously, he never let me hear the end of it. As we step outside, I noticed that Tabitha isn't in the smokers area. Weird. Justin and I both try calling her, but she doesn't pick up. We split up to search for her. I go back inside to scan the venue, but she's nowhere to be found. I ask a couple of people who are hanging out in the area as well as employees if they had seen her. No luck. I'm convinced that she got too drunk and Ubered home by herself. A little strange, but not completely out of character for Tabitha. I get back outside and meet up with Justin. He's attempting to call her, visibly concerned. It's okay. She's probably back at the apartment.
I don't know, bro. I bumped into some guys who said they might have seen her.
I notice a group of shady characters standing by the corner behind Justin. I highly doubt that they would know where Tabitha is. I place my hand on Justin's shoulder. Relax.
No!
He slaps my hand off his shoulder.
Look, bro, if you don't care about your sister, that's Gucci, but I'ma go find her.
Okay, you know what? This guy. I shake my head, turn around, and call an Uber. The whole Uber ride, I thought about how Justin was about to look real stupid when he found out that Tabitha was just asleep at the apartment all along. But if he wanted to go play hero at 2 a.m. with some shady characters, it wasn't my job to stop him. I open the door to my apartment and flick on the light. Tabitha? I look down and notice that Tabitha's shoes aren't there. Strange. She isn't one to clean up after herself, so this was a first. I go into the bedroom and it's exactly as I left it. A little freaked out now, I try calling her again. Voicemail, yes, hers, but also mine. I had a voicemail that I must not have noticed. I quickly check it.
Hi, this is Officer Brett calling from the Rexdale police station. I have your sister Tabitha here with us. There's been an incident. She's okay, but we're gonna need you to come and pick her up.
As if something had just scraped across a chalkboard, my body goes weak. I raced out of the condo. The Uber to the station was a blur. I didn't feel emotional, instead just nothing. Maybe I didn't know how to process the information. Finally, I arrive at the room where they're holding Tabitha. I get inside and there she is. Just staring at the ground, bruised, shaking. Hey. She doesn't want to talk to me. Why would she? The officer pulls me aside and briefs me in on what had happened. Outside the club, Tabitha was having a cigarette with her new friend while waiting for us. The woman asked Tabitha for directions to the nearest subway station. When Tabitha gave her directions, the woman appeared to have trouble understanding as she explained that she wasn't from the area. She asked Tabitha to walk with her for a bit. This broke my heart, because as much as Tabitha loved to finesse, she would never turn down a stranger who needed help. So she walks with the lady. Just as they turn the corner, a white van pulls up and two men with masks rush out and grab Tabitha. One of them covers her mouth right away and prevents her from screaming. She won't stop kicking, so the other man pulls out a gun and makes sure that she sees it. She looks over at the woman, who seems unfazed. It appears that she's in on this. Tabitha submits and gets inside the van. One man blindfolds her and binds her hands. They speak in a foreign language that she can't understand or identify. The woman reassures her that they just want money and that they won't hurt her. But Tabitha's smarter than that. They already took her purse and she only has $30 in it. She knows that if she leaves with them, that's it for her. As she contemplates her options, she feels the van slow down. She listens closely and can still hear distant traffic, meaning that they're still not far from the city. Before the van even reaches a full stop, Tabitha whips her hands around and manages to pull the door handle. The door flies open and she tosses herself out of the van. Before she knows it, she's tumbling down a hill. She hears the men yell after her. She reaches the bottom of the hill and immediately gets up to run. Tabitha hears a gunshot from behind. She runs faster. Adrenaline pumps through her. It doesn't matter which direction she's going in as long as it's away from them. Tabitha runs until she physically collapses from exhaustion. Out of options, she starts screaming for help. Fortunately, the men never chased after her. I guess it wasn't worth the risk, so they probably got back in the van and sped away. They actually made it all the way up to a forested area by the outskirts of the city. Eventually, someone who lived in the area heard Tabitha screaming and alerted the police. They never found those men, or the woman who helped them. Tabitha wasn't able to provide much detail considering that she was drunk, then blindfolded. But let's just say that she hasn't finessed another drink since that night.
Hey bros, you sure she went this way?